It's weird I'm not a furry. Like, if you look at all my favorite media as a kid, yeah, those are all the ingredients for the perfect furry. But I'm not. Today, I'm here to fix that. I'll be interviewing some experts on the topic. A bunch of furries I found on the street to see if I can, once and for all, become a furry. Or at least design a cool fursona. I asked them about their own fursonas, advice they could give to someone who wants to create one, and misconceptions about the furry fandom. Oh, and since I have such a limited experience drawing anthro art, I decided to draw all their fursonas to get some practice. But I haven't told them that, so I hope they like the surprise. Or at least I hope I didn't accidentally ruin their sonas. But now, before we go any further, let me talk to you, dear viewer. If you click on this video, the chances are you are a furry, or at least you like making characters. And if you're like me, you have too many work in project stories, you don't even know what to do or how to organize. Well, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Unvale. You've probably heard about them by now, but in case you haven't, Unvale is a platform for artists, writers, and basically anyone that enjoys creating. Currently, there's over 150,000 creatives sharing their stories through Unvale. They are anti-AI and anti-NFT, valuing creativity and human connection above anything else. You can post your original characters, their backstory and lore, and also discover new unique characters through the Explore tab. Likewise, other people can discover yours. Their Worlds feature is an amazing tool to organize your characters from multiple projects and fully flesh out their different universes. This also allows you to collaborate with other artists, creating characters, writing and role-playing within the same shared world. I also love their Question of the Day feature. A different prompt is asked every day, and after you answer, it automatically gets added to the trivia section of your character. I don't know about you, but I love info dumping about my characters, so Unvale is the perfect place for me to do that. If only I had finished the reference sheets. It will be soon, I promise. But hey, I've already posted my Fursona there. You can even go check it right now. After finishing the video, you are not gonna spoil the ending by clicking the link in the description, right? Right. Thanks again to Unvale for sponsoring this video.
Hello, my name's Nina. My fursona is a cow named Cream, spelled C-R-E-M-E. Don't ask me why I chose that way to spell it. She is a cow, specifically a mix between a Jersey cow, brown Swiss cow, and a Brahmin cow. She takes on a lot of my more shy personality, so she's not 100% like me, just a part of me. She gets nervous to approach situations head on. She's a very gentle lady. However, her friends come to know her as a chatterbox who enjoys baking sweet treats and cuddling. I struggled a lot when creating a fursona because, of course, a part of me wanted to go for a canine route. If you know anything about furries, it's that canines and felines are pretty much #1 on the list of animals to choose from. However, I just couldn't really seem to click with any that I made. My friend suggested for me to make a cow sona as a joke since my favorite animal is cows, but I eventually decided to give it a go and I became extremely attached to her, so I guess they were onto something. For anyone who wants to create their own sona, as basic as this sounds, go with an animal that might be one of your top favorites. Maybe one you see yourself in personality-wise, or even a species that's really unique and not a lot of people go after. I see all sorts of new ones such as sea creature sonas, insect sonas. You can really let your imagination go wild. Add a bit of things you'd like to be or have to your character to help you continue to connect with them. A common misconception that I see is that people assume that furries believe they're actually animals, which for most, if not almost all the fandom, that's just not true. Furries tend to get mixed up with Therians, who are actually the ones that believe they were an animal in their past life or spiritually. Of course, I'm sure there's some Therian furries out there, but most furries just enjoy the creativity of making silly little animal creatures. As a fellow silly little animal creature enjoyer, I personally don't believe that I am a dog, or a cat, or even a bird. I know furries tend to get a bad rep for how crazy the hobby may look to some, but I encourage all to practice drawing animals and even create your own furry OC. It's lots of fun and there are so many talented artists in that fandom that make up so much of the art community. It's good to find new spaces to expand your skills.
Hi everyone, my name's Sebs, and my Sona's name is also Sebs. He's literally just me. He's how I view and interact online, and he has been for the past few years now. But that actually wasn't always the case. When I first started out in the fandom, my Sona was still named Sebs, but he was a sheep. That was so long ago though, I don't actually think I could find any art of him anymore, but if I do, it's probably up on screen now. The main reason I changed Sonas was pretty simple. I just didn't really resonate with the design when I first made him. It wasn't really a thing of passion, it was just a thing of necessity. Even though I did like the design, it wasn't really me. So when I went into making Sebs 2, 2.0, I really wanted to make a character that I thought I would resonate with, something that really matched my energy, I guess. And for a long time, I really liked deers. So I started drawing my guy as a deer. And then slowly he kind of evolved into being less of a human to more of an actual deer. So then poof, Sebs 2.0 was born. If you're looking to create a Sona, the best advice I can possibly give is to not get too caught up in the nitty gritty. It's super easy to think that there's so many different rules to making a Sona when there really aren't. Unless you're doing like a closed species. In that case, I guess there are some rules. But aside from that, go wild. If you get too caught up with the details now, you might not actually end up with a design you're really happy with later. Moving on from that though, there are a ton of misconceptions with the fandom, and a lot of them, to their point, are kind of valid sometimes. But for the sake of the YouTube gods and YouTube monetization, we're not going to talk about those. The biggest misconception I can think of is that a lot of people think that furries must have a fursuit, or have to have a fursuit to participate in the fandom, when this actually isn't true at all. Fursuits are crazy expensive as one big underlying detail, but they're also just not for everyone. Some people just aren't comfortable with wearing a big cuddly mascot costume. And they're definitely not a requirement to participate in the fandom. Even if you want to go to cons, you don't need a fursuit to go. To that end, the furry fandom is weird, and it has its quirks, but honestly, it's one of the most accepting and diverse communities out there, and most of the people in it are amazing and completely accepting, even if you don't have a fursuit, and even if you don't have a Sona yet. So don't ever let that hold you back if you want to join.
What's your Sona? So this is my Fursona Chicory. He's a leaf sheep, which is a type of sea slug. Originally, when I wanted to make a Fursona, I wanted them to be more like my YouTube persona, March. So like a goat or a sheep, but when I drew that, it came out really cursed and I didn't feel connected to the character at all. While working on my Fursona, I ended up deep diving into a bunch of closed species, and realized I can just make up whatever I want. So when developing Chicory, I made my own species. I call it a sea slug bug, because he's mainly based off of a sea slug, but I also wanted to put antenna on him, because it's cute. What advice would I give to someone who wants to create a Fursona? There are no rules. A lot of people think that you have to make them a mammal. You don't. If you can't find an animal you want, just make something up. Just have fun with it. I'm a huge fan of non-conventional Sonas. I've seen the stick insect one. Just don't box yourself in about what you think is the right way to make a Sona. There is no right way. As long as you're happy with it, that's the point. What are misconceptions about furries? I can't talk about any that are YouTube friendly, so... Anything else I want to add? I don't want to sugarcoat the furry fandom. There are definitely some weird and horrible things that have come out of it, but that's just going to happen from a fandom this size. What I do want to emphasize is it is a community centered around self-exploration and creativity. If you're on the fence about making a Fursona, which you probably are if you're watching this video, just make a Fursona. Best thing I ever did. I love Chicory. He is my beautiful, beautiful boy.
I'm gonna be honest. This is technically not the first time I've drawn a Fursona. There were some failed attempts in the past of designs that didn't stick. And when I went to art school, we did some exercises of drawing ourselves as animals. But as I mentioned, none of them stuck. I think the main problem is that I've never picked the right animal. I kept obsessing over finding the correct animal. The animal that fully represents me and embodies every facet of myself as a person, and yeah, I don't think that animal exists. So this time I went with my favorite animal, and I know this might come as a shocker, but I really like seals. Are they the animal that represents me the most as a person? Probably not, but they're silly and full of whimsy, and I love them so much. The first thing I did when designing my Fursona was trying to figure out how to draw an anthropomorphic seal. Yeah, I know what my friends have said. There's no right or wrong way to design a Fursona, and you don't need to be 100% faithful to the real animal, or even designing an animal that exists. But I personally really enjoy trying to represent the animal as closely as possible and translate their features in the design. Yeah, so turns out that a seal is very difficult to draw as a Fursona. I did some research to see how people drew seal furries, and from what I've seen, most people just draw a very similar body type to dog fursonas, with the same type of paws and snout. They just remove their ears and add a big dog-like tail in the shape of their back flippers, and I didn't want to do that. I don't want to put any examples on screen because I don't want anyone to think I'm saying, actually, this is an incorrect way to draw a seal fursona. No, I personally really like many of these designs. It's just that it's the exact opposite of what I was envisioning for my own Sona. And, small note, seals do actually have tails, but it's just a small little tail and I find it so cute, so I did give my seal a tail, but an anatomically correct one. Took me some time to figure out how to translate the flippers, but in the end, I'm pretty happy with how they look. Very silly. From here it went pretty smoothly. It took me a little bit to settle on an outfit for them, but in the end, I went with some ocean-themed clothing, and after that all I had to do was paint and render it. And now, let's fast forward to the reveal call.
Hello, how's everyone?
Good. I'm excited to see what you've made.
Doing good, doing good.
Doing okay.
I hope the Furry Council doesn't sentence me to...
You'll be the judge.
Oh, okay. Okay, so main problem is that I don't really have that much experience drawing anthro. So to practice, I first drew all your fursonas.
No way!
Yeah. Okay, first I'm going with Nina's.
Oh my god! She is so cute! Oh, what a baby! This is awesome, Finn. Oh my god. I love this so much.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun with yours, and like, to be honest, with the three of you, like I had a lot of fun with your personas. They're all such cute character design. Okay, so...
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So cute.
Oh my gosh, I love that pose. It's so awesome. What the heck?
Thanks.
Oh my gosh. That's so
The
cute.
brush strokes are just amazing, though. Oh my gosh.
Right? I love the texture you give to his sweater. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so cute. What the heck?
That's awesome.
Thank you. I'm now kind of giggling and kicking my feet because I'm so happy.
Oh my god, wait, I love your little watermark.
Little fat seal. Oh.
That's so cute. It's so cute.
Cuteness, aggression over a watermark.
What the heck?
Yup.
This is a little goober.
Okay, now I want to personally apologize to March because, like the previous two personas, I kind of did more of like a portrait, more rendered style, and I wanted to do the same for March, but I couldn't because it's just little scrunkly fell. It's just a little silly. I went more into this direction with that one.
My
Oh.
child! Oh, my son! Oh my god! Oh, I have cuteness aggression.
You look so
Wait, that's so-
squishy.
Yeah, I just had to do it in like an Animal Crossing villager
He would sound like that though. He would go.
I could see it.
Oh my god, the texture
Oh
on his
my
hair and
God.
tail is so. It looks so gummy. I just want to take a big old bite out of it, which is true. Oh my god. Your art gives me such cuteness aggression. I'm so excited to see your final persona.
For real.
So cute.
Okay, and finally, I did a little reference sheet for my Sona.
Dude!
Oh my god!
Oh my-
Jumper! Oh my lord!
Dude, it's so cute.
Thank
I just
you.
want to give him a little hug.
What a little guy.
This is just a little guy.
I know that hair
Yeah.
tuft on his head is so soft.
Dude, it's adorable. I love the headshot.
So
This
cute.
looks so good. What the heck?
This is amazing.
I also love the water themed jumper. Oh, the sweater is so nice.
I need that jumper.
Yes.
I also have the jumper.
Yes.
I wish I could make it.
He's so themed. It looks so good.
I need to hug them right now. Oh my god.
That's so awesome.
Guess the Furry Council approved.
Approved. Stamp of
Yes.
approval.
Do they have a name?
I was thinking, since my name is Finn, I was thinking of calling him Flipper.
Flipper! Oh, that's so cute.
Dude, they're so cute. What the heck? Little goober. They got big old chompers.
The council has approved.
And well, I think that's everything.
You've done so well.
Yeah.
Yes, you nailed
Dude,
it.
these are all so cute. I love your little goober.
Thank you, and I love yours. They're so. I had so much fun drawing the illustrations. You have such scrumptious character design.
Thank you.
Do you want to add anything for the video?
Draw animals. Do it. Just do it. Challenge everybody.
Thanks to all of you for watching till the end. I had a lot of fun drawing my Sona and making fun out of my friends once. You should definitely check out their channels. I'll be leaving them in the description. They are all incredible artists and I'm so happy they were willing to participate in this video and share their experiences with me. If you're also a furry, feel free to comment about your own experiences in the furry fandom and let me know what your fursona is. I'm curious. That's everything for today's video. Bye bye!